Hi, everyone. So I'm a little late, but at least I'm here, right? And I look horrible, and I don't even care right now. I have successfully made my first colonial skirt. Whee! I wonder if I can get it to show pictures. Give me a second here. I might be able to. I have had the pattern for a while, and I have been stressing greatly on how to go about doing it. And so it has been done, and it looks okay. I'm not the least bit upset by it. Let me see what I can do here. Share screen, Chrome tab, photo. So this is my skirt. That's the side view, and that's the front view. It's not perfect, but it definitely works. So, yay! Tomorrow, I'm going to be working on making a colonial short dress, which is a type of blouse that goes with that type of skirt. There's a lot of mistakes in the skirt, I will fully admit, and I'm stressed about that. But honestly, it's going to be covered by the blouse. Nobody's going to see it except me. I'm the only person who will know what's going on, so I can live with it. If it works out well, I'll probably make 2 blouses so that I have a different one for each day, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to get stinky and gross because it's going to be hot out and probably raining. Yay! So, why am I making colonial gear, you might ask? Well, the reason is that I am doing a presentation at Hillsborough History Alive, which is August 20th and 21st. And it is, let me see if I can find the Hillsborough History Alive. I actually meant to put all this info up before, but excuse me. I believe I will be at the Jones Road section. That is where the reenactors for the French and Indian War, Civil War, Revolutionary War, and the War of 1812 will be staging exciting reenactments. Oh my goodness. It says, for example, a multi-talented cooking artist who specializes, Allyson, a multi-talented cooking artist who specializes in medieval cooking, will feature colonial cooking on her campfire. Wow. Okay. So I guess, yeah, that's happening. I didn't even know I was listed. Oh my goodness. So I will be at the Jones Road site. That's Jones Road in Hillsborough. Excuse me. Hillsborough, New Hampshire. And then there's 2 other sections. There'll be gold panning. There'll be a silent auction, square dancing, Civil War songs, all sorts of stuff going on. It looks really exciting, and I didn't even know about it until the other day. Well, like last year when they asked me to join in. And so, yeah. When they originally invited me, I don't know that they necessarily really knew there was a difference between medieval and colonial, but it is, 300 years, and there's a lot of changes that happened in there. That's the beginning of the mechanical revolution. We had, silent movies, and at the end of that era, there's lots of things going on. So, yeah, I attempted to, I made a bum roll. And then when I tried to put it on with the dress, I looked like I had elephantitis of the butt. Yeah, it was not good. I made the bum roll too big, and I didn't know that. And it looks horrible. And so guess what? I'm not wearing it. since I made the bum roll, I've actually found out that it wasn't necessary for someone of my station. I always play lower class because I'm doing work and that's what I like doing. So yeah. And I don't have stays, which disappoints me to no end, but maybe I can find some there. I will be selling my cookbook for anybody who's interested in learning the recipes. Most of the recipes that are in my cookbook could very well be cooked for colonial period as well. Some of them stopped being cooked. I'm going to be actually highlighting some colonial cooking, either from stuff that I know from Little House on the Prairie, but also from the Outlander cookbook, which I have 2 of them. I'm going to use the one that's the American version. And I'm actually really looking forward to this because it opens up a whole new bunch of stuff to do. Oh my goodness. So, this past weekend, I went to the Massachusetts Renaissance Fair, and it was not well attended, and there were not a lot of vendors and acts there, and it was actually kind of disappointing. But I want to talk about it because if they have it next year, I will probably go. There was a big foofara, which really doesn't need to be put out in public. But there was a concern that there were people who were, how do I put this without outing people? Because that's not my goal here. There was concern that there were ethically compromised people involved in the background at Massachusetts Ren Fair. I have no idea whether that's true or not. I know that there's a whole contingent, most of the cast of Mass Ren Fair, many of the acts, many of the vendors, left en masse in protest. I'm not sure how many of those people actually investigated what went on. I did. I spoke with people involved, and based on what I have heard, I would say that it is fair to say that there were ethically challenged people involved in last year's Mass Ren Fair in a very small manner. However, their challenged ethics did not impact what they did at Massachusetts Ren Fair. Nothing was actually done. It was the fact that there were some people who existed. And while I absolutely support the right of people to walk out and vote with their feet, which is what they did, I also look at it and go, there are times when the right answer is to stand up for what you believe. As an example, the word witch was a very bad word. I happen to be pagan, and I use that word for myself and for some of the things that I practice. So I could just let other people own that word and make it evil, or I can use it. There are a lot of symbols that the Nazi Party used that belonged to Norse practitioners, and people who are doing Norse Reconstruction religion today are unable to use those symbols, at least in public, because to too many people, they represent evil and not positivity. Whether they originally did or not doesn't really matter. The amount of evil that was done overlaid the original meanings. And until the last of the people who were tattooed with numbers has passed away, I think it behooves us not to use those symbols. Maybe once all of those people have passed away, we can start recovering it. It's taken a long time to recover the word witch. There are other words and symbols that has taken a long time to recover. This is one of those things. And so I'm not willing to let ethically challenged people take a fare away from me. So yes, I did go. And yes, if anything had happened near me, around me, in front of me, I would have stood up and I would have challenged it. As it was, nothing actually happened. We had a good fare. It was slower than normal, and it was emptier than normal. But the people who were there were polite, pleasant, enjoyable. The acts that I got to listen to were a ton of fun. And I'm glad I went. I realize not everybody has the inner strength or ability to confront people who are ethically challenged. And I respect that. There are times and certain issues that I can't do that for. And I am glad that there are other people who will stand up in my place for those things. But there really wasn't anything to stand up for. So boycotts only work if something's actually there that gets punished by it. And that wasn't the case. So I'm hoping that standing up for the right of people to enjoy their fare, for vendors to make the money that they need to recoup after 2 years without anything, and the fact that literally nothing actually happened. Yeah. So there you have it. All right, folks, it's just after 5, and I need to go and make dinner. So off I go to make chicken breasts poached in apple cider with leeks served over rice. Yum. I love you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and keep following for more stuff. Love you guys. Bye.